Hi everybody, I'm making another soap today. This one is called Perfect Storm, and I've had the idea for this and the name for like 2 weeks in my head now, and I haven't made it because I was struggling with, I really wanted it to be an all essential oil soap, and I was struggling with a blend, and I was trying to think about the design element, just nothing was really coming to me. This is inspired by thunderstorms, my great affection for thunderstorms, and so I mean it's kind of a summer soap, but I will, as long as it goes over well. This is like a trial batch. This would be something that I would keep in the line all the time, not just for the summer, even though thunderstorms are mainly in the summer, but it's not specifically a summer scent. But I just put some kale and clay into my oil, so I'm just going to mix that up really quick first. Hoping that my daughter was going to just chill in there, watch her show and bathe. So hopefully she does. My plan was to get it done while she was napping, but I didn't get far enough before she had to get up. So this is, like I said, an all essential oil blend, and it's kind of interesting. I like to blend things that wouldn't normally, I don't know, it's orange essential oil, little bit of Himalayan cedarwood, some spearmint, and just a touch of dark patchouli. I know I'm using patchouli again, but I do use a lot of patchouli when I do essential oil blends, even if they don't always end up smelling like patchouli. You don't have to like patchouli to like a blend that has just a hint of patchouli in it. It just gives it a little something extra. It just mellows it and makes it a little bit more earthy. And I originally wasn't going to put the patchouli in, but I blended the other three and felt like it was missing something, so there's just a tiny bit of a good dark patchouli in it. But it's still, I mean, it's mostly orange essential oil, and there's a lot of spearmint. It's very, I wanted it to be fresh and woody at the same time. Okay, so here we go. I have my kale and clay in there. I usually put a little bit of kale and clay in if I'm doing essential oils. Supposedly it helps them, the scent of them stick better. I mean, I don't know. It certainly doesn't hurt. It makes the soap nice, so. Alright, so in goes my lye water. And I only did a very slight water discount today because the design that I want to go for is I need this to stay fluid, and I'm using activated charcoal and titanium dioxide. So both of those make things go thick kind of quick. So I needed the water. So hopefully that works out. Alright, here we go. And the clay. The kale and clay is gonna get it thicker faster too. So we'll see how my design plans out. My plan is that it's gonna be mostly gray, and then a fair amount of black as an in the pot swirl. So the black's gonna go into the gray, in the pot swirl, and then make just a little bit of white, drop it in, and as long as it stays fluid enough for me to drop in. And then I was gonna do a little bit of a hanger swirl to just push the white down in to kind of represent lightning bolts. I mean, it's not really going to look like it per se, but it's an artistic impression of gray storm clouds and lightning bolts. We'll see if that's what we get. Alright, so I'm going to pour off, I'm going to keep my gray in this big one because it's most of it. I'll pour off some for the black to go in. Fair amount. And then just a little bit of white. Little bit. So let's see. Yeah, that looks about good. So I'm going to leave the TD going in the white for last. And then I plan to get gray. There's a little bit of activated charcoal. And if it goes too black, I'll throw some TD in there. And then just charcoal in the other part to get black. So just gonna start off with like the littlest bit at a time. I almost feel like I haven't really gone for a gray yet. I'm trying to think. I might not have. So this will be an interesting experience. And I almost felt, oh, last time I used activated charcoal, I put it over here and it wasn't fully on the cart here. It was on like the paper I used to lay down to cover it was hanging off the edge. Down on the ground went the mason jar of activated charcoal. Fortunately, mason jars are sturdy and didn't break. But I lost like half of what was in here, and which isn't even that big of a deal because it's not a super expensive ingredient. But oh my, that is a big mess. Any of your soapers watching, have you ever had to clean up an activated charcoal spill? I guess it may be not as bad as a TD spill. And the worst part was too, like it spilled like right by my feet and I couldn't really stop what I was doing to clean it up, so I had to just keep going and work around it and try not to step in it. Yeah, that was interesting. I laughed about it after it was cleaned up. After. Let's see, this should be enough. Maybe not. Let's see. So my gray, yeah, it's pretty good. It's got the slightest bit of like maybe like a bluish hue, but that would even be okay, especially since this black's gonna get dropped in there for a swirl. Alright, so, and I don't think I'm gonna put any of the blend into the white. And there's only a tiny bit of the soap that's white, and that the patchouli that I'm using is a dark patchouli, so it does have like a tan tint. So I'm gonna add the blend to the gray and the black right now. Stick blend nose, and then swirl them. The black. Yeah, it smells, I mean, you smell the orange, and you get the whiff of patchouli, and of course everybody knows orange and patchouli go great together, but then that little bit of spearmint, and then the cedarwood, I don't know, it's really, it's interesting, but I like to make interesting blends. Don't want to do the same old thing all the time. Alright. Gray came out actually really good. I put like the perfect amount of charcoal in here. Speaking of charcoal, before it goes flying, sometimes I just never learn my lessons. I spilled a bunch of fragrance oil the other day. I was making lip balms and I spilled the half a bottle of lip balm flavoring. And I'm not hasty, I'm just klutzy. I don't know. Is good. Let's mix up our black, and so far we're staying nice and fluid. Looks like I did a good amount of water to keep things what I need for the design. And again, I know you probably cannot see in this container, maybe a little bit you can. One day I'll get clear ones. sure that charcoal's all, yeah, we're good. Alright, I'm gonna have to really clean this stick blender off before I mix up my white. But I didn't want to do that yet because TV kills me. I don't know if it's just, I mean, I know it does it. It thickens the batter for everybody, but it really does it for me. I think it's just because I have so much hard oils in the recipe. Alright, got my mold. What are we at here? 10 minutes. Okay. This camera, I like it. I just got it. However, I didn't know until after that it only records for 20 minutes at a time and then it shuts off. So then you have a break. So then I would have to edit and put two videos. Oh, what am I doing? Videos together, and I don't want to do that. In the pot swirl we're doing with the gray and black. So here goes the black into the gray. I'm just doing typical 12, 3, 6, and 9. And I'm going to save the scrapings out of this bowl for the top. That's good. Will be good enough. Alright, I'm just going to go around, back to the start and across, out, and then go across one more time. That's pretty much always how I do it. And the effect I'm going for with this one for storm clouds. You know, storm clouds are like gray and they're darker in some spots and lighter in others, and anyway, that's what I'm going for. So now I have to decide, do I want to pour the whole thing in here and then drop in the white, or do I want to do like half, drop it, half? That's what I'll do. So I'm going to put half in first. Can you see? Yeah. Yeah, that looks cool. And it does kind of remind me of storm clouds. Okay, so that's about half. And then I'm going to make my white real quick. I have this Pandora radio playing again. It's like the classic rock, so excuse the Guns N' Roses going on there in the background. Okay. Yeah, me and TD don't get along either. I always splash it. Okay. Let's see what we get here. That's gonna be good, I think. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay. So, I wonder if, you know what, I'm not even gonna, my stick blender's all black. I'm just gonna mix this up by hand really good. It's water soluble and it's in water, so there's no fragrance in here to, or essential oils in here to have to really beat in, so I'll just hand mix. I don't have to clean the stick blender. Okay, and this is nice and thin. How are you doing? This looks nice and thin too. Blair bubble, hold on. Okay. So, yeah, and I'm gonna hanger swirl this, and I've never done, it's not gonna be a traditional hanger swirl because I'm not, just because of doing a drop swirl first. I'm like combining 3 different techniques. I must be crazy. Get it in the mold, combining it in the pot swirl, a drop swirl, and a hanger swirl. Because I'm just nuts like that. Hold on. Okay. Get the rest of this in. Now it's starting to set up a little bit, but yeah. You get that in. And I love these 3 colors together. Gray, black, and white. I don't know what it is. I find that, and see now it's thick and the white's not going to drop in. That's what you get for messing around instead of just doing the thing. But since I'm going to hang this well, that will be okay. Okay, the rest of this kind of blackish gray can wait for the top. I'm gonna get this white in as much as I can. It's not gonna drop down in at all at this point. It's okay though. You'll just hanger it in. So this is probably gonna end up looking nothing reminiscent of lightning bolts. But that's okay, because it's, you know, it's an artistic impression. That's what I always say. It's just representing. And this scent blend certainly doesn't smell like, you know, like an after the rain kind of smell. I know there's fragrance oils out there that do kind of mimic or try to mimic that, but I would love to be able to get that kind of a smell with essential oils, but if anybody out there has been able to manage that, then where's my hanger? Oh, hold on. I like that fresh, just started to rain smell with just essential oils. Maybe one day, figure it out. But this blend just reminds me of the feeling that a thunderstorm gives me when I'm sitting out on my patio. Okay, so here we go. And I'm not gonna go too crazy here because I just want it to kind of streak the white down. I'm gonna push this bit that's like on the top is not going to be an issue because I'm going to put the black and gray all the way to the top. So I know people a lot of times do like a swirly in there and go back the other way, but I'm trying to get lightning bolts, so I just kind of want straight down. So I don't know how effective that was that I just did, but or you know what, maybe I'll just do it diagonal a little bit, as much as this hanger is going to let me. Just because of the way I poured that white in. There we go. Okay, this is going to be a really interesting gray, so... Summertime and all the summer soaps are, you know, well, most of them bright and colorful, and most of mine are too, and fruity and sweet and citrusy, and I just wanted to, well, this one is citrus, but I just wanted to add to my regular line. I need more to my regular line that's good blends, that's not just single scents and that sort of thing. Okay, so and we're just gonna pile and texture. Let me look at the black first. I'm gonna go crazy texturing. Man, on time here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to pause really quick and then cut this video into 2 parts because my camera's gonna shut off. So hold on 1 second. Okay, I did absolutely nothing but fix the camera. So, here we go. I have to figure out soon, something that uses like soap curls, little pieces from when you're, you know, tidying up corners and stuff. I just have this big old collection of little shreds and whatnot that it's time to get used up. So I'll come up with something that can incorporate them, or I'll just randomly incorporate them into something that's already in the works. Certainly wasn't gonna fit with this theme for me anyway. Maybe the next one. I hope we get thunderstorms this summer. Last year it was like crappy. We had like 3 and they lasted for like 5 minutes. As soon as that thunder starts, we have a covered patio right out the kitchen door. And I am just, as long as I'm not right in the middle of something busy, I am out there. And I'm just like, sit and chill and listen. I don't know, there's something about the energy of a thunderstorm. I like it. It's soothing to me and one of my favorite parts of nature, thunderstorms. So, must have a soap dedicated to them. They just must. Even if it doesn't smell like rain. It smells nice though. I'm really smelling I smell all of it. I get the orange, I get the patchouli, I get the spearmint, and that cedarwood. It's not super strong, but it's there. You can tell. It's a really nice, fresh, earthy, woody blend. All at the same time. That's what I do, isn't it? That's what I do. I can't stick to one thing. It can't be just fresh or just sweet. I have to make everything complicated, but I guess that's my thing. It's how I like it. And I like deep scents. I'm not really a girly scent kind of girl. I like deeper scents like patchouli and sandalwood and cedarwood, and that's just me. And I don't usually do this kind of texturing, and it's funny that I'm doing it 2 soaps in a row. It's not usually what I do. It just so happens to be what needs to be done with this one. And I figured, and I'm just doing it a little bit. I was hoping some of this white would kind of come up with and it is a little bit. I had that white coming up and now I'm messing with it. I want kind of a good amount of texture because I want it to be kind of, I was going to say I wanted it to be kind of like loud and chaotic, like a thunderstorm, but they're not really chaotic, are they? They're just... So I'm going to say this soap is definitely going to give great bubbles. For sure. But that's okay. They always, for me anyway, I never have trouble. As I'm lathering up, it tends to go away. But I don't know. It's not like it ever have staining or anything on my washcloth. Oh, paper towel. Just clean up here. It's looking a little cloudy outside. I wonder if we're supposed to get rain today. I don't even know. I didn't even have time to check the weather today. I'm so like behind today in what I plan to get accomplished. I still have to, a lot still to do. And it's almost time to make dinner. It's how it is, right? Life would be boring otherwise. Okay, I'll bring you in so you can see. 1 second. And I hope the lighting was better for this video. I have this big desk lamp off to the side here to add better lighting, and I have the camera propped up just a little bit higher this time too. So hopefully that worked out well. Okay, so focus. Here is Perfect Storm. And that's it for today. Now my daughter's getting mad, so I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.